Scott with a man's mental load. Our favorite friend Paige from the Northeast, providing financially. She says in this video, and I'm paraphrasing, that a woman commented on her video saying, "You never talk about the men and the mental load they have for providing financially." And she agrees. "Oh, no, I don't talk about that. No, I don't talk about that because men use that as an excuse. They use it as an excuse. If they're out there working and they're providing, then they use that as an excuse not to fold the laundry because they're doing their part, not to do the online school forms because I'm providing. I get to go golfing all the time because I provide. I'm financially into, I'm the one, and you, the woman, need to stay home and cook and clean and do the laundry and leave me alone when I walk in the door because the man is providing financially." Now, to a certain degree, I agree with her. The guy shouldn't hold that over her head and just, be like the 50s where he walks in the door, he kicks off his shoes, he's expecting a rum and coke, he's expected to have the children ushered into the other room, and he has peace and quiet. So I agree with Paige on that. And and she talks about the Gen Z or the millennial young men doing better now about helping out, but it's still never enough. It'll never be enough for Paige, never. But the point I'm trying to say is, I come from a era of roles where the man worked, the woman stayed at home. And then she has another video where a lady, I guess the husband died, and now she finally has the vocabulary to express the mental load, and now she's very resentful that her life was in the backseat while his life, he was able to do what he wanted. And so it's just, I don't know, this mental load stuff, I agree with it. And I tell you, since I've watched Paige videos, I have changed. I am filling this, well, actually I did it even before I even knew who Paige was. I always filled up the soap dish. I always helped out with the online school forms. I always drove my kids to practices. I always, moved the stuff from the washer to the dryer. I did that instinctively because I wanted to help my wife, take it off of her, but my wife worked too. She was a bank teller, right? So I think everybody needs to chip in and help. And I know she's making money on these videos talking about the mental load. Now she's got Blue Apron and all this kind of stuff. And good for her. Keep going, Paige. And I'll be responding all week to your videos. But the point I'm trying to say is, yeah, of course you're not going to talk about the man's mental load. Of course you're not. Because that's not going to get you clicks. What's going to get you clicks is stirring it up and telling women how bad it is. And what I tell men, especially young men, is if you want your peace, stay single. Because they sure as heck don't want to be married to you. Scott with the man's mental load.